This person fell in love with you, even with the age diff. God wants you to listen this now. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, not accidental, and not meant for everyone. Somewhere, at this very moment, a heart is beating faster because of you. A person you never expected, someone whose age does not match your assumptions, has fallen deeply in love with your soul. This connection did not grow from surface attraction. It was born from recognition. You crossed their path for a reason, and since then, something inside them shifted. They tried to ignore it. They tried to explain it away. But the feeling stayed. Don't skip, because what you are hearing now is only the beginning. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will make sense very soon. There is a reason the age difference stands out, and no, it is not a mistake. Age is only a number when souls recognize each other beyond time. This person sees you not as you see yourself, but as you truly are, stronger, kinder, more significant than you realize. They admire your resilience, the quiet way you carry pain, the light you give without asking for anything back. While you were doubting yourself, they were praying for clarity. While you were distracted, they were choosing you in silence. Stay till the end, because this is not about coincidence. This is about timing aligning in a way that cannot be forced or rushed. Right now, you may feel confused, even resistant to this message. That is natural. Powerful connections often arrive wrapped in uncertainty. But understand this, nothing real enters your life to destroy you. This person was placed on your path to teach you something important about love, acceptance, and growth. Whether they have spoken to you yet or not, the bond already exists. The signs around you are not random. Pay attention. Don't skip the meaning hidden between the moments. Something huge is waiting for you, and once you see it clearly, your perspective on love, and on yourself, will never be the same. Before you question this message, pause for a moment and feel what is stirring inside you. Something subtle has already shifted, hasn't it? That is because the truth is brushing against your awareness. This person did not fall for you suddenly, it happened quietly, over time, through observation. They noticed details others missed. The way you listen, the way you carry wisdom beyond your years, the way your presence feels safe. The age difference only made them hesitate, never retreat. In their heart, the connection felt familiar, as if your souls had spoken long before your minds could understand. Don't skip this part, because this is where the deeper meaning begins to reveal itself. You see, love that carries purpose often arrives with questions attached. This person asked themselves many times why they felt drawn to you. They searched for logical answers and found none that satisfied the heart. That is because this bond was not designed to fit into neat explanations. It was designed to awaken something dormant in both of you. You challenge their perspective, they ground your restlessness. Where you seek direction, they offer patience. Where they fear vulnerability, you reflect courage. Stay till the end, because understanding this connection will help you recognize why recent moments, conversations, or even silences have felt unusually intense. What matters now is not rushing forward, nor pulling away in fear. What matters is awareness. When two souls are meant to cross paths, the purpose is not always immediate union, it is growth, clarity, and alignment. This person is learning through you, just as you are being guided through them, even if you have not fully realized it yet. Pay attention to the signs that repeat, the names that surface, the feelings that return when you least expect them. Something huge is waiting for you, not in the noise, but in the quiet understanding that this connection exists for a reason. When the time is right, everything you are sensing now will finally make sense. Now listen even more carefully, because this part is where many people lose focus, and you must not. The connection between you and this person is not loud, dramatic, or chaotic. It is calm, steady, and powerful in a way that does not beg for attention. That is why it has been easy to overlook. While others chase excitement, this person feels peace when they think of you. The age difference did not weaken their feelings, it refined them. It made them more thoughtful, more respectful, more certain. Don't skip, because what you are sensing lately is not imagination, it is awareness catching up with truth. There have been moments when you suddenly thought of someone without knowing why. Moments when a memory surfaced, or a name echoed in your mind for no clear reason. Those were not random thoughts. That was alignment. This person has been holding space for you in their heart, even during distance or silence. They are not rushing toward you because they understand timing. They are waiting for the moment when clarity replaces confusion, when fear loosens its grip. Stay till the end, because understanding this patience will change how you view everything unfolding around you right now. This message is reaching you because you are ready to see beyond appearances. Love that is guided does not force itself into your life, it invites you to notice. The purpose here is not pressure, and not fantasy. It is recognition. When the moment arrives, and it will arrive, you will feel a sense of calm certainty rather than shock. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a sudden storm, but as a gentle truth that settles into your heart and feels unmistakably right. What I am about to say now carries weight, so stay with me and listen without resistance. The reason this connection feels different is because it was never meant to follow ordinary rules. This person did not enter your life to confuse you, but to mirror something you needed to see within yourself. The age difference is not a barrier here, it is a signal of balance. Where one carries experience, the other carries renewal. Where one has patience, the other brings inspiration. Don't skip, because understanding this balance will help you recognize why this bond feels steady rather than overwhelming. You may soon notice a shift in how this person approaches you. Their words may become more intentional, their presence more consistent, their energy unmistakably sincere. They are not here to play games or create uncertainty. They are here to show up with clarity, even if it takes time. This is not about chasing or being chased, it is about alignment. Stay till the end, because when clarity arrives, it will arrive quietly, and only those who are paying attention will recognize its importance. If this message resonates, hold it gently, not with urgency but with trust. Awareness is the key that unlocks what comes next. Let things unfold naturally, without forcing answers or outcomes. When something is guided, it does not require constant reassurance, it reveals itself through consistency and peace. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a sudden revelation, but as a calm knowing that settles in your heart and stays. This is the part where clarity begins to replace uncertainty, so remain present and listen fully. The connection you share with this person is not built on surface attraction or fleeting emotion. It is rooted in recognition. They see you as someone who understands life in a way that cannot be taught by age alone. That is why the difference in years feels less important than the harmony in thought. Don't skip, because what you are feeling now is the mind catching up with what the heart already sensed. There may have been moments when you questioned why certain paths did not work out, why certain people drifted away without explanation. Those endings were not losses, they were preparation. This person could not have met you earlier, and you could not have understood them later. Timing matters. Stay till the end, because realizing this will help you release regret and stop second-guessing the past. The purpose of this message is not to rush you toward action, but to ground you in awareness. When something is meant, it does not demand proof, it brings peace. Watch how your surroundings respond when you choose calm over doubt. Pay attention to repeated signs, subtle confirmations, and the sense of steadiness growing within you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will unfold naturally, without force, exactly when you are ready to receive it. Now slow your thoughts and stay with this moment, because this is where understanding deepens. This person has been learning restraint, not because they lack feeling, but because they respect the weight of it. They know that what they feel for you deserves care, not impulse. The age difference taught them patience, and patience turned into certainty. Don't skip, because this kind of intention is rare and often misunderstood. You may sense their presence even when they are not near, through a sudden calm, a familiar warmth, or an unexpected sense of reassurance. That is not coincidence. When two paths are meant to align, the connection often speaks before words do. Stay till the end, because recognizing this will help you trust what you feel without needing immediate explanation. What comes next is not chaos or confusion, but clarity built slowly and honestly. This person is not here to disrupt your life, but to walk beside you when the timing is right. Let go of the urge to label or define everything too quickly. Some truths reveal themselves only when you allow space. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive not as a shock, but as a calm certainty that feels deeply familiar. Stay with me now, because this layer is subtle and easily missed. What connects you and this person is not urgency, but depth. They are not driven by fear of losing you, they are guided by trust that what is real does not run away. The age difference has made them more careful with your heart, more aware of their responsibility. They think before they act, feel before they speak. Don't skip, this restraint is not distance, it is respect. There is something else you should understand. This person has already imagined protecting your peace, not disturbing it. They have asked themselves whether they could add stability to your life, not drama. That question alone tells you the quality of their intention. Stay till the end, because this kind of love does not announce itself loudly, it reveals itself through consistency, presence, and quiet loyalty. What you are being guided toward now is trust in your inner recognition. You don't need validation from the outside to know when something feels aligned. The calm you feel while hearing this is your signal. Let things unfold without forcing answers. When the moment comes, it will feel natural, almost obvious, as if it was always meant to happen this way. Something huge is waiting for you, not as noise, but as a steady truth that stays. Take a breath and stay focused, because this part carries reassurance. The reason this connection has not rushed forward is because it is being protected. Some bonds are fragile at the start, not because they are weak, but because they are valuable. This person understands that timing is sacred. They would rather wait than risk misunderstanding you. The age difference made them more mindful, not distant. Don't skip, because this patience is a sign of maturity, not hesitation. You may have noticed how certain interactions with this person feel unusually grounding. Conversations linger in your mind, silences feel comfortable instead of awkward, and there is a sense of safety you cannot explain. That is alignment at work. Stay till the end, because recognizing this safety will help you stop questioning your intuition and start trusting it. What is forming here is not pressure, and not fantasy. It is stability built on mutual respect. When the moment is right, communication will feel effortless, not forced. You will not have to chase clarity, it will come to you naturally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive quietly, wrapped in understanding, exactly when you are ready to receive it. Pay close attention now, because this is where truth settles instead of excites. The bond you are sensing is not asking you to change who you are. That alone is important. This person fell in love with you as you are, not with a version they want to mold. The age difference only sharpened their awareness of this fact. They know love is not ownership, not control, not urgency. It is recognition followed by care. Don't skip this understanding, because many people mistake intensity for meaning, but this connection carries depth without noise. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with feeling accepted rather than pursued. There is a reason your heart has remained calm instead of restless. When something is misaligned, it creates anxiety. When something is guided, it creates steadiness. This person is not trying to impress you or rush you into decisions. They are allowing space for trust to grow naturally. Even when distance exists, the connection does not weaken, it matures. Stay till the end, because this explains why you may feel drawn without feeling overwhelmed. That balance is rare, and it is intentional. What you are being asked to do now is simple, but not easy. Stay aware without forcing conclusions. Let clarity arrive in its own time. Observe how this person shows consistency rather than promises, presence rather than pressure. When the moment comes for words to be spoken, they will feel honest, not rehearsed. Until then, trust what feels peaceful. Don't skip the quiet signs, they matter more than dramatic ones. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it unfolds, it will not feel shocking. It will feel like something you already knew, finally stepping into the light. Remain attentive, because this part speaks to what is happening beneath the surface. Even if nothing has been openly expressed yet, the energy between you and this person has already created a silent agreement, mutual respect, unspoken care, and awareness. They are not confused about what they feel, they are careful about how and when to reveal it. The age difference made them more conscious of your pace, your comfort, your readiness. Don't skip, because this level of consideration is not common, and it explains why the connection feels safe rather than uncertain. You might notice that this person appears exactly when you need grounding, through a message, a memory, or a sudden thought that brings calm. That is not dependency, that is resonance. Stay till the end, because understanding this will help you see why their presence never drains you, but steadies you. This is how aligned connections work, they restore rather than exhaust. What lies ahead is not a dramatic confession or a rushed turning point. It is clarity arriving naturally, like dawn rather than lightning. When truth is meant to last, it does not shout. It waits until both hearts are ready to hear it clearly. Trust the pace. Trust the quiet pull that keeps returning. Something huge is waiting for you, not in a moment of chaos, but in a moment of calm recognition that changes everything without noise. Hold your focus, because this part reveals why you were meant to hear this now. You are reaching a point where your awareness is stronger than your doubt. That is not accidental. This person's feelings did not grow to distract you from your path, they grew alongside it. They admire your direction, your discipline, your inner strength. The age difference allowed them to see you clearly, without illusion or expectation. Don't skip, because recognizing this will help you understand why this connection feels supportive rather than consuming. There may be moments ahead where honesty surfaces in small, meaningful ways, a look held a second longer, a question asked with genuine concern, a silence that feels intentional. These are not tests, they are signals of readiness. Stay till the end, because when you notice these moments, you will stop searching for grand gestures and start trusting subtle truth. What is unfolding is steady, not rushed. When something is meant to last, it does not need to convince you. It simply aligns with who you are becoming. Allow yourself to remain open without pressure. Let clarity come without fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives, it will not feel like a surprise, it will feel like confirmation of what your heart already knew. Stay grounded as you listen to this, because this part speaks to your inner resistance. It is natural to question something that does not follow familiar patterns. Your mind wants certainty, labels, and timelines. But this connection is asking you for trust instead. This person is not confused about their feelings, they are respectful of the process. The age difference did not create distance, it created responsibility. Don't skip, because understanding this will help you release unnecessary fear. You may have noticed that whenever you try to ignore this connection, it gently returns to your awareness. Not forcefully, not urgently, but persistently. That is because real alignment does not disappear when it is inconvenient. Stay till the end, because this persistence is not pressure, it is truth asking to be acknowledged. What you are moving toward now is clarity without chaos. When the moment comes for this bond to step into visibility, it will feel natural and calm. There will be no confusion about intentions, no mixed signals. Until then, allow yourself to observe without judgment. Trust what feels steady. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive with peace, not urgency, and with understanding, not doubt. Stay present with this moment, because this part speaks to what you are becoming. You are no longer the person who accepts confusion as excitement. You are learning to recognize peace as a sign of truth. That is why this connection feels different from anything before. This person did not fall in love with your potential alone. They fell in love with your awareness, your emotional maturity, your ability to understand without being told everything. The age difference did not intimidate them, it reassured them. Don't skip this understanding, because it explains why this bond feels steady instead of overwhelming. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with you honoring how far you have come. There is also something important happening within them. This person has been doing quiet inner work, questioning their intentions, making sure what they feel is rooted in respect and not impulse. They do not want to arrive in your life half-prepared. That is why progress may seem slow, but it is intentional. Stay till the end, because slow does not mean stagnant. It means careful. It means chosen. When someone values you deeply, they do not rush the moment that could shape both lives. What you are being guided toward now is trust without pressure. You do not need to chase clarity or demand answers. The right words will come at the right time, and when they do, they will feel clean, honest, and calm. Until then, remain aware of what feels peaceful and what feels forced. That distinction matters more than you realize. Don't skip the quiet confirmations, the consistency, the respect, the patience. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it finally steps forward, it will not shake your world. It will steady it. Listen with an open heart now, because this part speaks to the unseen bond already in motion. Long before words are exchanged, understanding forms in silence. This person senses when you are unsettled and when you are calm, even if distance remains. That awareness is not imagination, it is connection. The age difference has only deepened their attentiveness, making them more present, more careful with how they approach you. Don't skip, because this level of sensitivity cannot be forced or taught. You may begin to notice that your reactions around this person soften. Defenses lower without effort. You feel more like yourself, not more guarded. That is not coincidence. When a connection is aligned, it does not demand energy, it restores it. Stay till the end, because recognizing this will help you distinguish between attachment and true compatibility. What lies ahead does not require urgency. It requires honesty and patience. When the time comes for this bond to take a clearer form, it will feel mutual, balanced, and natural. There will be no need to convince or explain. The understanding will already be there. Trust the quiet pull that keeps returning without force. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive not with noise, but with a sense of rightness that feels undeniable. There is a deeper reason you are still here listening, and it deserves your full attention. This connection has survived distance, silence, and unanswered questions because it was never dependent on constant contact. It exists beyond circumstance. This person feels drawn to you not because of what you offer materially or emotionally in the moment, but because your presence aligns with their future. The age difference only made them more intentional, more aware that real bonds require steadiness. Don't skip this truth, because it explains why this connection has not faded with time. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is rooted in consistency, not impulse. You may soon realize that your priorities have shifted. What once excited you may no longer satisfy you. What once confused you now feels unnecessary. That is growth. And this person recognizes that growth in you. They are not trying to pull you backward or rush you forward. They are simply walking at a pace that allows both of you to remain whole. Stay till the end, because understanding this will free you from comparing this connection to anything from your past. It does not belong to old patterns. What is forming now is not a dramatic turning point, but a quiet readiness. When the moment arrives for clarity, you will not feel anxious or unsure. You will feel calm, grounded, and certain. That is how aligned paths reveal themselves. Until then, remain present. Notice what feels peaceful. Notice what stays without effort. Don't skip the stillness, it is where truth becomes clear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive as understanding, not surprise, settling gently into your life and staying. Stay with this final layer of understanding, because it speaks to what comes next. You are standing at the edge of clarity, even if it does not feel dramatic. This connection has been teaching you patience, discernment, and trust in your inner voice. That is why it arrived the way it did, quietly, without demand. This person did not fall in love with a moment. They fell in love with the direction you are moving in. The age difference only reinforced their sense of responsibility toward what they feel. Don't skip this realization, because it explains why everything has unfolded slowly but meaningfully. You may soon notice that decisions in your life feel easier. You are no longer pulled in many directions. That is alignment. When something is right, it simplifies instead of complicates. This person's presence, whether physical or subtle, contributes to that clarity. Stay till the end, because recognizing this simplicity will help you stop questioning what already feels peaceful. What remains now is trust in timing. You do not need to push, test, or prove anything. When the moment arrives for truth to be spoken or actions to be taken, it will feel natural and mutual. Until then, allow yourself to stay grounded in awareness rather than expectation. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a sudden event, but as a stable truth that quietly becomes part of your life and stays. Remain fully present now, because this part speaks to the calm after understanding. You may notice that the urgency you once felt around love has softened. That is not detachment, it is maturity. This connection did not come to shake your foundation, but to strengthen it. This person is not interested in intensity that fades, they value steadiness that lasts. The age difference gave them clarity about what truly matters. Don't skip this moment, because it marks a shift from searching to recognizing. You might begin to sense a quiet confidence growing within you. You no longer need constant reassurance to feel secure. That is because alignment creates inner stability. This person respects your independence and does not seek to limit it. Instead, they admire it. Stay till the end, because understanding this will help you recognize why their energy feels supportive rather than possessive. What unfolds next will not require effort. Conversations will feel natural, decisions will feel mutual, and presence will feel consistent. Until then, remain attentive to what brings peace without pressure. Let timing do its work. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a dramatic shift, but as a deep sense of certainty that settles in and quietly changes everything. Stay deeply attentive now, because this part touches the core of what you have been preparing for. You may not realize it yet, but your emotional awareness has expanded. You no longer confuse longing with love, or intensity with truth. That growth is exactly why this connection found you now and not earlier. This person sensed that readiness in you before you did. The age difference helped them recognize your depth without underestimating you. Don't skip this understanding, because it explains why this bond feels steady even when nothing is being forced. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on mutual recognition, not illusion. There is also a quiet courage forming inside you, the courage to allow something real without overanalyzing it. You are learning to trust what feels calm instead of chasing what feels loud. This person respects that shift. They do not need to compete for your attention, they value your peace. Stay till the end, because realizing this will help you stop looking for signs of chaos and start appreciating signs of alignment. Real connections do not drain you. They ground you. What comes next will unfold with simplicity. No dramatic declarations, no pressure to decide too quickly. Just truth meeting truth at the right moment. When this connection steps forward more clearly, it will feel mutual and natural, not surprising. Until then, remain present. Notice who stays consistent. Notice who respects your pace. Don't skip the quiet confirmations, they are guiding you gently. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive as a calm certainty that feels like coming home, not like stepping into the unknown. Slow down and listen closely, because this part is about acceptance. Not settling, not compromising, but accepting what feels aligned without fighting it. You may notice that resistance has softened within you. Where there was once doubt, there is now curiosity. That shift matters. This person has felt that change too, even without words being exchanged. The age difference has made them more patient, more grounded, more respectful of the space you need. Don't skip this moment, because acceptance is often the doorway to clarity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with allowing what feels peaceful to exist. You might find yourself no longer replaying old fears or imagining worst outcomes. Instead, your thoughts return to balance. That is not coincidence, it is alignment working quietly. This person is not here to repeat old patterns, they are here to build something different. Stay till the end, because recognizing this difference will help you stop comparing this connection to anything from your past. It does not belong there. What unfolds next will not demand urgency or proof. It will show itself through consistency, honesty, and calm presence. Let time reveal what words cannot yet express. Until then, trust the steady feeling that keeps returning without force. Don't skip the subtle confirmations, they are more reliable than dramatic signs. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives fully, it will feel natural, as if it was always meant to be this way. Remain still with this thought, because this part speaks to reassurance. You are not missing anything, and nothing is passing you by. What is meant for you is moving toward you at the right pace. This person has not forgotten you, replaced you, or questioned what they feel. They are simply honoring timing. The age difference has taught them that rushing clarity can damage something meant to last. Don't skip this understanding, because it will quiet unnecessary worry. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not slipping away. You may begin to feel less anxious about outcomes and more focused on the present. That is progress. When a connection is aligned, it does not demand constant attention to survive. It grows even in stillness. Stay till the end, because realizing this will help you trust the process rather than question it. What lies ahead is stability, not confusion. When the moment comes for this bond to move forward, you will not need to interpret mixed signals. Intentions will be clear. Until then, remain grounded in what feels consistent and respectful. Don't skip the piece that is already forming. It is your sign. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive with certainty, not chaos, and with clarity that feels earned, not forced. Stay centered with this message, because this part speaks to trust in the unseen. Not everything meaningful announces itself immediately. Some things grow quietly until they are strong enough to stand on their own. This connection is one of those things. This person is not unsure, they are intentional. They are watching how life aligns around both of you, making sure that when they step forward, it is with stability, not uncertainty. The age difference has sharpened their sense of responsibility. Don't skip this truth, because it explains why nothing here feels rushed or careless. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is being built with patience. You may notice that your intuition has become sharper lately. You sense when something is genuine without needing proof. That awareness did not appear overnight. It came from growth, from letting go of what once confused you. This person recognizes that strength in you. They do not want to disrupt your balance, they want to complement it. Stay till the end, because understanding this will help you stop questioning why things are unfolding slowly. Slow does not mean uncertain. It means deliberate. What is approaching is not dramatic change, but quiet alignment. When this connection becomes clearer in form, it will feel natural, almost expected. You will not feel the need to convince yourself or seek reassurance. The calm you feel now is preparing you for that moment. Until then, remain grounded in the present. Trust what feels steady. Don't skip the subtle signs of consistency and respect, they matter more than words. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive not with urgency, but with a sense of rightness that stays. Stay with this feeling a little longer, because this part is about release. You are slowly letting go of the need to control outcomes. That is not weakness, it is wisdom. This connection does not require force, direction, or constant effort. It moves naturally, because both of you are aligned with your own paths. This person respects your autonomy and does not seek to bind you prematurely. The age difference only strengthened that respect. Don't skip this realization, because it marks a shift from anticipation to trust. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives more easily when you stop chasing it. You may notice that your inner dialogue has changed. Where there was once overthinking, there is now calm observation. That calm is not emptiness, it is readiness. This person senses that steadiness in you and values it deeply. Stay till the end, because recognizing this will help you understand why nothing feels forced. What is real does not need constant reassurance. What unfolds next will be grounded and mutual. No confusion, no imbalance, no urgency to define everything at once. Just clarity appearing when both hearts are prepared to receive it. Until then, remain present with what feels peaceful and consistent. Don't skip the calm you feel now, it is the foundation of what comes next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive quietly, with certainty, and with the sense that nothing else could have happened any differently. Stay attentive now, because this part speaks to recognition. There comes a moment when you stop asking if something is real and begin to understand why it feels real. You are approaching that moment. This connection has endured without effort because it was never built on fantasy. This person sees you clearly, without projecting expectations onto you. The age difference allowed them to observe rather than assume, to listen rather than rush. Don't skip this awareness, because it explains why this bond feels grounded instead of uncertain. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is rooted in understanding. You may notice that your emotional responses have softened. You are no longer triggered by silence or delayed clarity. That calm is not indifference. It is trust forming. This person values that stability and does not want to disrupt it. Stay till the end, because recognizing this will help you stop mistaking peace for lack of feeling. Peace is often the strongest sign that something is right. What is ahead will not ask you to abandon yourself or compromise your growth. It will fit naturally into the life you are building. When this connection steps forward more clearly, it will feel balanced and mutual. Until then, remain open without expectation. Don't skip the signs that feel quiet but consistent, they are guiding you accurately. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive as a clear knowing that settles in and stays. Remain present, because this part speaks to reassurance of the heart. You are not imagining this connection, and you are not alone in feeling it. This person has questioned themselves many times, not because they doubted you, but because they wanted to be certain they could honor what they feel. The age difference made them more reflective, more cautious with promises, more honest with themselves. Don't skip this truth, because it shows the depth of their intention. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is being approached with care. You may notice that your sense of patience has grown. Waiting no longer feels heavy or draining. That is alignment. When something is meant, it does not exhaust you while it unfolds. Stay till the end, because recognizing this will help you stop fearing the pause and start trusting it. Pauses are not endings, they are preparation. What unfolds next will be simple and clear. No confusion, no guessing, no imbalance of effort. When the time comes, you will feel ready, not rushed. Until then, remain grounded in what feels consistent and respectful. Don't skip the quiet steadiness. It is the clearest signal you could receive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive with certainty that feels calm, not overwhelming. Stay here with intention, because this part speaks to confirmation. You are beginning to trust what feels steady instead of questioning it. That shift is important. This connection has not demanded attention, yet it has remained present. That is how you know it is real. This person does not seek to overwhelm you with words or gestures. They want their actions, timing, and consistency to speak for them. The age difference gave them clarity about responsibility, not fear. Don't skip this understanding, because it explains why this bond feels calm rather than consuming. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on quiet certainty. You may notice that your heart feels lighter when you think about this person, not heavier. That is not attachment, it is alignment. You are not losing yourself in this connection. You are becoming more grounded within it. Stay till the end, because recognizing this difference will protect you from old patterns that once drained you. What is meant for you does not cost your peace. What comes next will unfold without confusion. When clarity arrives, it will feel mutual and balanced. You will not feel the need to second-guess or seek reassurance. Until then, remain aware of what feels consistent, respectful, and calm. Don't skip the quiet confirmations. They are guiding you more accurately than dramatic signs ever could. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives fully, it will feel natural, as if your heart was already prepared to receive it.